After a rainout at Fenway Park a couple of weeks ago, we were finally able to cap off the 2013 BPS high school baseball season on Tuesday at the All-City Baseball Classic. O'Donnell Field at Harvard University was the venue for Boston's best high school sluggers as they look to showcase their talents for one last time. Let's head to O'Donnell Field now at Harvard. There you see the Red All-Stars during the national anthem. Always a fun day for all these kids. Top of the first, 2 outs. Miguel Lorenzo on first for Blue, but he got caught stealing by Dan O'Connell. The catcher for the red team keeps the Blue squad off the scoreboard in the first inning. Bottom of the first now, 1 on for the red team. Luis Attilis shoots this one over to left center. Mark Gerard is going to come in to score from first. That puts the red team up 3-0 after just the first inning. Head to the top of the fifth now. Red team up 4-1. Mark Gerard flashing the leather right there at first base. He robs Brandon Ruiz of a hit. Red team stays on top after 5. But the Blue squad would finally climb back in the bottom of the top of the sixth. Ansel Rivera rips it down the left field line to score Elvin Perez. And then later on in the inning, 2 men on for Luis Medina. He cranks that one to left field. 2 more runs would come in for the Blue squad. And those 2 runs would tie it up at 5 apiece here at the All-City Classic. They would tie it up at 5 in the 7th. So we go to the extra innings. 1 extra inning in All-Star play. So in the 8th, they would just play that 1 extra inning as Brandon Ruiz makes the final out of the ball game as the All-City Classic ends in a tie at 5 apiece. Well, the All-City Classics are always a lot of fun, especially for those participating. While the summer normally provides a lull in high school sports, some new developments about Boston's most popular school sports venue are heating up. Suffolk Construction owner John Fish, who founded the Boston Scholar Athlete Foundation, has another proposal to provide even more support to BPS athletics. Fish and the Boston Scholar Athlete Foundation hosted a community meeting in Dorchester on Wednesday to propose a plan to renovate 50-year-old White Stadium. Including the renovations are upgraded locker rooms and bathrooms, along with replacing the current natural grass field with field turf and an increase in parking. And according to several BPS coaches, it couldn't come at a better time.
You know, I coach track and football, and it's difficult to play football games at White Stadium given the condition of the field. So the idea of having a new track surface, a new place, a new football surface, something that could be used by soccer, boys soccer, girls soccer, all those other sports it's a phenomenal opportunity.
They don't have locker rooms. They go on the bus with their football equipment in a bag. They don't have bathrooms where they practice half the time. Stuff that people take for granted in the suburbs don't exist. Then there's no weight rooms. The kids need this, they deserve it, and the folks who are against it will, a couple years after it's done, will be fine. They'll move on to something else and they'll be all right. It's not going to change the world or anything, and it'll change the world for the kids.
If the proposal moves along as scheduled, fundraising for the first phase of renovation will begin in November of this year. So certainly some exciting news for all of BPS athletics if White Stadium can get renovated. That's going to do it for sports this week. Make sure you come right back here next week for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.